the opening lag to get things moving. And Wu Ching, is he gonna win this lag? Boy, that's close. We may need to re-lag this one. And Wu wins it by the width of a credit card, it seems. 18 years old, but already he's been a double world champion in both 9-ball and 8-ball, and he was dominant yesterday in sending Jeffrey DeLuna and Darminder Singh Lilly to the bleachers. This is Bernard Tay Chun Kiat, 38 years old, lots of experience. He's represented his country in many international competitions, and as you see, he won one and lost one, but proceeded through to this round because of his superior rack won-loss differential. Wu Ching to break off. And there's something interesting about Wu Ching. He always breaks off from that left side of the table. He never moves to the other side. I've never seen him break from that right side. And he almost always puts a lot of power in his breaks. He's not left anything easy here for this blue two. He's lost control of that cue ball.
Time. Extension.
Calls for his extension, and he certainly would be thinking of a safety here, but what to play with all the balls scattered in the perimeter of the table? Looks like he tried to play a bank there, and he has double kissed and given Bernard Tay a tough opening shot here on the blue two. Tay takes care of that first shot. And this will be a good start for him. The only thing he needs to worry about now is getting angle on the 7, so he can go back down to the 8. A nice straightforward rack. This is the kind of rack a pool player wants to start off a match, to get the muscles warmed up. And this is interesting. He either wanted to be straight so he could draw back, or have an angle, but not quite with this angle, because now he has to get up on the table. Oh, and he hit that one very pure. And against the break in the first rack, Bernard Tay comes out on top and wins rack number 1. More action from the Guinness 9-ball tour when we return. This is the Jakarta leg of the 2007 Guinness 9-ball tour. The official pool table, Brunswick. The official tablecloth, Iwan Simonis from Belgium. And the official cue, Predator. And this is Bernard Tay from Singapore up against the big favorite in this match, Wu Chia-Ching, but he's gotten off to a bright start with a run out there in rack number 1. And not surprisingly, he has nothing down on the break, and this is a good chance now here for Wu Chia-Ching to pull level. There you see the balls taking their final positions. It appears this one does pass into that top left corner, but he has the challenge of getting shape for the blue 2, which is the bottommost ball on your screen. He wants that to run a bit more, and it does. That's very good speed control. Wu Chia-Ching, a very instinctive, rhythmic kind of player. He's got a big break, but he's so much more than that. An old head on those young shoulders. And perhaps just a bit short of pace on that shot. He may need to draw to avoid that 9 ball. That 8 ball, rather. That's exactly what he's done. And look at this. That is all his fault, really. He gave himself too much angle on the pink 4. Forced to go in and out of a rail to get shape on the 5, and he's snookered himself up. If that ball was like 4 inches lower on your screen, there would be no problem. But instead, he's gotten himself in a bind. And Wu, this is obviously, he's too close to the 8 ball to jump this. And that is definitely the worst that could have happened to him. And Bernard Tay has ball in hand. And only 5 balls left to take a surprising 2-0 lead. And the 8 and the 7 and the 9 lined up as if they were in one of those shooting drills that you see in the pool textbooks. This is pretty straightforward, just needs to tap this 8 ball in, follow the cue ball forward. Surprise, surprise, Bernard Tay from Singapore leaps ahead in this quarterfinal, 2-0. capitalizing on the mistake from Ching. The Guinness 9-ball tour continuing here on Star Sports. We've already seen one cliffhanger of a quarterfinal go the distance. Highlands, Malaysia, and then of course stops in Shanghai and Bali to follow, as well as Singapore. And a good opening break by Wu Chia makes the one go into the side pocket. We haven't seen that yet today. That's the first time we've seen the one go into the side pocket. But again, there's a little bit of follow on his break shot, and that's why there's no easy apparent offensive shot on the blue 2. Wants to plug the white behind the 9, and he got there. Asking the questions of Bernard Tay. And let's see if Bernard Tay can be a jumping Jiminy over this 9-ball. I don't think so. I think he's too close to the 9-ball. So he's going to have to kick here and hope for the best. And he gets nothing but air. And surely now Wu Chia with ball in hand is not going to slip up with these remaining 8 balls. The toughest shot that he will be encountering first is really from 3 to 4. He needs a good draw shot here. He needs to control the speed well. Doesn't have the biggest landing area. Well, he's overdrawn this just a hair. He's up against the rail. And the white ball will be traveling away from the 5-ball. But it won't concern him much. Two choices here. You can hit this with low left or with top right. And he's going with the low left. Wu Chia making the most of this opportunity. A very solidly played pattern here. And Wu Chia is on the board with a confident run out. 2-1 is the lead for Bernard Tay Chun Kiat. More action to follow right here from Jakarta. The perfect frame of mind to play world-class pool. The Sultan Hotel here in Jakarta, Indonesia. And the focus is in the ballroom of the Sultan Hotel, where Bernard Tay of Singapore trying to recapture that 2-rack lead with a break and run out here in rack number 4 perhaps. But once again, although he does get a ball on the break, it's the orange 5 top right, but no shot on the 1. And you know, Bernard really would have preferred that 7 to stay into the pocket, because then he'd have an option to play a counter 1 to the 7, but the 7's gone down. And position on the 1 is a bit strange. It's safety time, and this is where pool players really earn their keep by playing good defensive shots. And this is one from the top drawer. That's a fine effort there by Bernard Tay. Ching wants to clip this 1 ball off that 1 rail. If he's lucky, he might even make this 1 ball, but it's still not a likely result. Instead, he takes it off the short rail. That's not what he wanted. An open shot for Bernard Tay. It's a good draw. And that's a good shot there. That's really the shot that separates the pros from the amateurs, making those nice draw strokes, but controlling the speed as well. Bernard is just a bit short of pace on this ball. A couple of inches higher than perhaps would be easier to get to the pink 4. Now he's left with a thinnish slice into the side pocket for the 4, but natural shape back for the 6. Well, he wants that one to run. That's fine. Now here's where we will see the importance of angle in 9-ball. Does not want to be straight on the 8. Needs angle to go back for the 9. And he's got it. Just a simple follow. And Bernard Tay of Singapore has a 3-1 lead on the former world champion. He's been given the opportunities and he hasn't put a foot wrong yet. Ching doesn't want Bernard Tay to get out of his sight. I think he'll like this layout. finds the 1 ball again. And a shot on the blue too. The only problem really in this rack is the position of the pink 4. It's in a strange spot. The 7 is there. But I reckon he'll draw this back, play the 3 lower left corner, and then just dump the cue ball there for the 4 to take it top right. The thing is, he can't do that anymore because he's overhit ideal shape on the red 3. Now this, he needs a good cue ball control here on this next shot. He wants that white ball to finish, I would think, just left of where the 3 ball is now. This white ball's going to go back and forth. And could he have hit that any better? I think so. I think he needed more angle than that. He's very unlucky to land straight because that is a fine effort. He faces an awful choice here. If he draws this back, he's got a very small landing area for short side shape on the orange 5. And if he's not careful, he might even draw it into the pocket. There's simply no way to get this cue ball on the right side of the table from here, it seems. Let's see how he handles this situation. He spun it. He hit it with lots of spin and deliberately tried to run into the 5. This is not a bad spot for him. It's a thin cut, but he's a left-hander, so he won't be stretching. There's almost automatic position for the next ball. That's a clever piece of work there by Wu. Gonna avoid that 9. Yes, he does. That's a great shot there. Wu Ching got himself in trouble, but has recovered very nicely. And like a true champion, Wu Ching hacks out a break and run out here and pulls to within 1. More action in a few moments.
Break. Leading by 3 rack.
Welcome back. It's quarterfinal action at the Guinness 9-ball tour. Bernard Tay from Singapore leads 3-2 against the 2005 double world 9-ball and 8-ball champion, Wu Ching of Chinese Taipei. And nothing down on the break. And Bernard Tay knows that he can't keep on doing that. Not against the competition he's faced today. It's a beautiful stun shot there from Wu. And he needs to come up with a bit of a shot here. He needs very good speed control from 2 to 3. He's going to hit this slowly. He doesn't want too much angle on the 4. May even run into the 9 here, I would think. He's done just that. Use the 9 to hold position for the 4. This is ominous here for Tae Chun Cat, Bernard Tae Chun Cat, because it is Wu who is starting to flex his muscles, starting to get more and more comfortable with every rack. And just as I say that, he comes up with a very strange miss. It was really natural shape there. It was just a bit of an angle. It looks like he put perhaps a little bit of right-hand spin on it, and that squirted and forced him to hit the 8-ball thick. But that is a huge error there. Unforced error number 2 for Wu Ching. And this 9-ball restores the 2-rack advantage for Singapore's Bernard Tae. 4-2. He leads in this, our second quarterfinal of the day. This is day 2 of the Jakarta leg of the Guinness 9-ball tour. Wu Ching knows that he is in a bit of a dogfight here. Another hard break. This time the white stays up. And nothing else is down. The 4-ball, well, thought about going into the corner, but stays up. Second dry break in a row in this match. Thin cut here if he's going to go for the offensive play. Bernard is just taking what the table gives him. Plays a good safe. Looks like there is a piece of that 1 that Wu can see, though. If Wu is feeling lucky, he may play the reverse cut into the lower left corner. But from this angle, it doesn't appear that it goes. Instead, he plays safe, and I'm not sure if he's got safety here. But from that angle, we can see that Bernard Tae's path to the 1-ball is really obstructed by this blue 2. So out comes the jump stick. banked it in. Great shot there by Bernard Tay. He's more than just a mistake-free player. He's got flashes of brilliance too. But we could have another big shot here. 3-ball combination. And he's got it. And Bernard Tay, he's started off very well in this match and there are no signs that he wants to slow down. 2 very fine shots in this rack, and now he has 6 balls to go before he takes a 5-2 lead, and he'll be breaking 2 in the next rack. That's good speed there off the 2 rails. And now he just wants to slide the ball close to the center of the table off this 6 to get shape on the 7. Here's the big shot. Just needs a bit of low left-hand English. Pool players will say maybe 8 o'clock on this ball. Bernard Tay-Chun-Kat still mistake-free in this match. Just a little bit of a reverse cut, but it's not going to worry him. Oh, and what a time for a twitch. No reason to miss that ball. And he missed it bad. That wasn't even close to threatening the pocket. And you just got to think that perhaps the pressure was a little too much for Bernard Tay. He was all set to take a very handy 5-2 lead, and instead makes a hash of that winning 9-ball. But he has left nothing but a bank shot here for Woodsat Ching. This could be a turning point in this match.
Extension.
Ooh, using the extension. He's gone for it in the opposite pocket, and he's made it! Woodsat Ching with a cross corner bank pulls to within 1, and Bernard Tay has let a big chance gone begging. After this break, there will be more action from the Jakarta leg of the Guinness 9-ball tour.